All right, I'm just sharing the link, and in 1 minute I will open the live chat as well, okay? So bear with me. Here it is. Okay, let's share it on story as well as promised. And then I will open my live chat. Okay, let me open the live chat now. Why not? Okay, hey, hello everyone. We'll get back to your message in a sec. Let me share the link on the story real quick as well. And then I will check your messages. Okay, come on. Yeah. Okay. How's it going, people? How's it going? How's your week? How's your day? Let me know. Excited for today's trading session. Hope you guys are excited as well. And yeah, things are shared. Perfect. Perfect. So how are y'all doing? How's it going? Let me know. How are you guys doing so far this week? How's your weekend been? How's your week so far been? Any plans for this week? Any plans for the Valentine's late this week on Friday? Hey man, hey buddy. Talk to me please. I'm here, man. I'm here. How's it going? Hey Dimuth, how's it going, brother? I'm good. I'm good. As you know me. Sticking to the schedule. Was to the gym earlier as well. Had lunch. And just sticking to the schedule, really. Having fun whilst doing it. And also I'm a bit sick. I caught a flu, but it's nothing serious. So in a couple days I should be back at 100%. Hey buddy, how's it going, man? Not a good day. Why? Have you traded today earlier? At work. I see, brother. Best of luck there. Best of luck, and of course, if you have some time to watch the session as well, that's good. If not, it's totally fine. You can always rewatch it in your free time to not risk having trouble at work. So now I think we can get into the analysis of our watchlist pairs, see what we have going on, because in 8 minutes, the New York Stock Exchange will open. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with US 30. On US 30, the price action here looks pretty ugly, and yesterday it literally took out our stop loss and then it went straight into profit. But that was pretty unfortunate. It was a valid trade, so nothing to complain about. Like I said, the only minus was that it triggered when we wanted to end our session. You know, that was the only minus, I would say. So right here on US 30, this is the most recent valid high. This is the most recent valid low that now is taken out. We have a closure below it, which is not great. So it's not a beautiful H1 sweep. 4 hour no confluence, daily no confluence. So yeah, this doesn't really look good to me. I would like to see price take out this low here in order for me to look for a potential setup on US 30. Okay, that's what I'm await on. This is the valid high, this is the valid low. Right now price is in between and we just need to wait on this specific pair. Okay, we need to wait. Maybe it will take out this liquidity level here, and then we could look for a potential setup. But until then, on US 30, we'll just have to wait. Okay, we'll just have to wait. Next up, we have NAS, and my hair is looking awkward. Let me quickly try to fix it. But yeah, next up we have NASDAQ, and on NASDAQ, price action ain't looking that great either. So this is a valid high. Then we created a valid low here. Then we created a new valid high right here. Valid low right here. And looks like we created a new valid high here as well. Similar to US30, price took out the bottom one, took out the low. But I doubt we have a 4-hour confluence. Yep, we don't. No 4-hour confluence, no daily confluence, no hourly confluence. So because of that, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna just wait on NASDAQ. I'm not gonna rush. The price action isn't looking great. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Of course, we can also say that it took out this very low here. You can see it took out, yeah, it took it out right here. And it's a beautiful sweep if you look at it this way. But the higher time frame confluence isn't really looking great. Okay, the higher time frame confluence on this one isn't really looking great. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave it as is. Let's see gold. Okay, gold is finally having a pullback, which is good because we finally have some price action that we could potentially trade. Let me check the 5-minute real quick. So on the 5-minute, gold already gave something here. No, it didn't. It didn't give anything yet, but price action isn't really looking that great over here either. So we took out this valid low here. The most recent valid high is the all-time high. Okay, we took out this valid low right here. We rejected from this hourly VVG. So H1 VVG right here. H1. Yep, H1 VVG. We can say we have a H1 VVG rejection right here. Let's check the 4-hour. 4-hour also a fair value gap on the 4 hours. So H1 plus H4 VVG. Okay, not looking bad. Not looking bad so far. Daily nothing, but H1 and H4 are good confluences. And also knowing that price is very bearish, this could potentially be an A+, but let me see if it's too late for us to consider a setup here on gold. So we have the market structure shift here, which looks aggressive. Okay, we can all agree on that, but there is no fair value gap. The most recent fair value gap is this one here, and it's not looking good. It's not looking that good. We can see it's already been mitigated, and then the other one might be here. So yeah, and essentially this move already played out. You know, like price already had a pretty big run, pretty significant run towards the upside. So yeah, I'm not willing to force it here, guys. I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. I'm not willing to force it. I'm gonna just leave the chart as is and see, maybe we can get something like this, and then I will look to enter. Okay, maybe we can get something like this on gold, but until then I'm gonna just leave it as is with orange, because there's no current potential setup right now. Okay. Next up we have USDCHF, and USDCHF is looking pretty bullish. We can see it took out this valid liquidity level right here, which was a pretty important one, I would say. Then the opposite one is this low right here, and let's see. On the hourly, the sweep doesn't really look good. Let's check the 4-hour. No confluence on the 4-hour. What about the daily? No confluence on the daily either. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna wait on USDCHF. It kind of already gave a setup as well. We can see we have this weak market structure shift here. So because of that, I'm just gonna recalibrate it to the new high. And I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait to see if we have a re-liquidation. Okay, that's what I'm gonna wait for on USDCHF. Apart from that, nothing else. Okay, and there's no point to force it. I will get to the live chat in a minute, and UV, please stop spamming because I will have to remove you. Okay, you don't have to write the same message multiple times. Okay, I will have to remove you, sorry, but I don't like seeing spams on our live. Hide user. Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but like I said, I don't like having spams on the live. Okay, so we discussed about USDCHF. Now I'm gonna go over EURUSD. But before I go over EURUSD, let's check the live chat real quick. BTC, I'm not trading BTC, but later in the session, if you want, I will do a quick outlook. Okay, I will do a quick analysis on Bitcoin as well. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Now, let's talk about EURUSD. What do we have here? Okay, let's talk about EURUSD. So on EURUSD, theoretically, we had a valid high here that was taken out, and then this is the new valid low, but hourly time frame doesn't look good. What about the 4 hour? Nothing going on either. Daily, no confluence. Okay, so therefore I would adjust my liquidity level to that one there, and I would wait for a sweep of this level here. Okay, that's what I'm gonna wait for on EURUSD. Next up we have GJ. Okay, GJ is looking pretty good. It is approaching this liquidity level here, which is a pretty important one, and I would love to see a sweep of that level. Okay, let's see if we can get it. Let's check the 4 hour. Let's check the daily. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for this level right here. If we get a sweep, that would be great. The opposite liquidity level is this low right here, and now again we just gotta wait. Okay, we just gotta wait to see if this upper one will be taken out. Okay, and lastly we have GBPUSD, and on GBPUSD this is definitely a valid liquidity level, but let's see, do we have anything else? Yes, this is a valid low, then we created a valid high right here, and then we created a valid low. So yeah, theoretically we took out this valid high and we went a lot higher. In terms of the 4 hour, there's no confluence, and the daily, there's no confluence. So because of that, I'm just gonna wait for price to take out this level here on GBPUSD. Okay, that's what I'm gonna wait for. And yeah, now we just gotta wait. Okay, we just gotta wait and see how these how the price action will play out on our watchlist pairs. Okay. NASDAQ. Okay, so NASDAQ. On NASDAQ, price took out this low here, and if we check the 5 minute, it looks like it might give us a beautiful market structure shift. Okay, it looks like it might give us a aggressive market structure shift, so we should keep an eye out on NASDAQ. So yeah, that's that for NASDAQ. We just gotta wait now. Hey bro, I doubt, please clear. Bro, you removed me. So if you were the person I removed, it's because you were spamming. Okay, if you write the same message 3-4 times in a row, I will have to remove you, because imagine if everyone in this live would drop the same message 3 or 4 times in a row. You know, it would be annoying. That's why I would highly appreciate it if you won't spam. If you won't spam, I will not remove you. Okay, so it's very simple. I got a fat trade on GBPUSD long at around 9 a.m. UK time, mate. Nice, man. Really happy for you. Catching that London session profit. Bro, can you add back? Well, you're back now with this account. Just continue watching with this account. How can I add you back if I just removed you? So if you want to continue watching, watch with this account. And don't spam, you know, don't spam any more messages multiple times, the same message, and it's gonna be fine. Okay, it's gonna be fine. Important news coming. Exactly, Exactly, that's what I was about to mention. We have the Powell speech in 25-ish, 27-ish minutes from now. And theoretically, I wouldn't like to enter a trade right before it. Okay, so we'll definitely keep that in mind. Now let's do a quick run. Again, GBPUSD, GJ, okay, is approaching that high. EURUSD is also approaching it, but it's not there yet. USDCHF is in between. Gold, like we said, we just gotta wait and see how price action will develop. See right here, theoretically we have a fair value, market structure shift and a beautiful fair value gap here, but knowing that we have these gaps below, I would have to place my stop loss around here, and the TP would be pretty big. Okay, it will be in our range, which is good, but it will be too big. And also, this is the third gap. Okay, we have the first gap here, we have another gap here, and this will be the third. So our entry theoretically will be on the second one. Okay, so I'm just going to be super strict with the rules and not force a thing. Okay, NASDAQ looks like it's going without us. Okay, with that New York Stock Exchange candle. But yeah, let's see. Most likely won't be a setup because of this huge fair value gap, but we just gotta wait. Okay, we just gotta wait. And US30 is approaching this this liquidity level here. So for now, we just gotta wait, guys. Okay, we just gotta wait. We also have news dropping in 25 minutes. So yeah, ideally, we would enter a setup after the news. This, in my opinion, would be the best scenario, but let's just wait it out and see, and we'll take things as they are. Okay, now I'm gonna check the live chat. What do I do if there is a liquidity run instead of a liquidity sweep? So if it's a liquidity run, I would then wait for a new level, for a new liquidity level to get taken out. Okay, if it's a liquidity sweep, that's when I look for a potential setup. Okay, hope this clears your doubt. Is that valid NAS 100 1 hour VVG or not? 1 hour VVG. Let me know what VVG, because I don't understand what you mean. Okay, if you could say again. What indicator you're using for filling those session gaps? I'm using this one, no gaps candles. This is literally how it's named. You search it here and it will appear, and these are the settings. I mean, the colors are personal preference, really. Okay, these are the ones that I use. So like I said, okay, perfect example was here on where is it? On GBP/JPY. So theoretically, we had this liquidity level here, okay? But we can all agree that this liquidity level, this right here, was a liquidity run, not a liquidity sweep. So because of that, I disconsider this level, and then I look for the next one. And the next level is this one. Okay, so now I will look for a sweep on this level. If another liquidity run will occur, I will then look for another liquidity level, which would probably be this one here. Okay, so yeah, I hope now it is clear. If not, watch it back, because there's no other way I can explain. Okay, it's like this. It's the easiest way to explain, so that you'll understand. Okay, so yeah. Now we just gotta wait. And see how these news will play out, how they will affect the market. And like I said, ideally would be for us to see a setup after the news drop. Okay, that would be ideal. Remember a couple weeks ago when we had that setup on, I think it was GBPUSD, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was on GBPUSD. Such a beautiful setup, like A+ from A to Z. Higher time frame confluence was on point. The market structure shift on the 5 minute was amazing. beautiful change of character, aggressive displacement, beautiful fair value gap, opposite liquidity waiting for us basically. It was all looking so perfect, and we entered it, but then it took me out of break even because I moved the break even faster because of the Trump speech. And that trade, I swear, that trade was such an A+ setup. It was looking so perfect, and I was a bit annoyed that those news kind of messed things up for us. But yeah, it is what it is. That's why I hope today that won't happen. Okay, so we just gotta wait now. We just gotta wait and see. We just gotta wait and see. Oh, check this out. NASDAQ took out the upper liquidity level right now. It took out this valid high here. And theoretically, yes, we do have a bullish market structure shift, but we can all agree that this fair value gap here is too big for us to take. So because of that, let me recalibrate on the hourly time frame. Let me adjust this low right here. And now that we took out this valid high, let's see on the 4 hour, what do we have here on the 4 hour? There's not much of a confluence, and neither on the daily, I suppose. Yeah, neither on the daily, but on the 1 hour so far, this looks like a good sweep. Okay, by the wick liquidity sweep, which is exactly what we want. Hence why on the 5 minute, we could firstly color code it with green, and here on the 5 minute, I will use this call out, and I will note down beautiful, literally exactly what I see. Okay, beautiful H1 sweep. Right now it's a beautiful H1 sweep. It really depends on how the hourly candlestick will close. A plus potential depending on the market structure shift. Okay, beautiful H1 sweep, A plus potential depending on the market structure shift. That's that on NASDAQ. US 30 almost took out this low, but then it reversed. Now still in between. Gold not doing much either. USDCHF, let's see, USDCHF, we have nothing going on over here. EURUSD going towards this liquidity level here, which is good because we would like to see it taken out. GJ also towards the upper liquidity level, and lastly we have GBPUSD. Okay, so yeah, right now we just gotta wait, guys. Okay, we just gotta wait. 20 minutes left until the news, until the speech, and then I do think that some more volatility will kick in the markets, and because of that, we then could see a setup, depending on, of course, the market structure. But now, let me quickly do a short market update for the people that aren't able to join us. Okay. So I will do a short market update now. I will film it with my phone as per usual, and then I will check the live chat to see if you guys wrote anything else. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you, love from India. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. And I'm sending love as well. You check SMC concept back then when you are a beginner. I will answer this question right after I film the short update. Okay. What is the market structure shift on NASDAQ if you were taking the trade? Right now, there is no market structure shift on NASDAQ. Okay, we need to wait for a market structure shift to form, and then depending on how the market structure shift will look like, this could be an A+ potential that we will take. Okay, but right now on NASDAQ, there is no market structure shift. Price just took out the upper liquidity level. All right, so yeah, let me now quickly film the market update for the people that aren't able to attend us, and then we will continue. Okay. How's it going, everyone? We are live on YouTube for today's trading session, and I thought to give you all a short update in case you're not able to attend us yet. Right now, we are looking at NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ took out a hourly liquidity level, and now, depending on the 5-minute market structure shift, if of course we'll get one, we could have an A+ potential here. Apart from that, GJ is approaching the upper liquidity level, which is looking good. Same story with GBPUSD and also EURUSD. Okay, so soon we definitely might have a lot more going on, and you should definitely consider joining us if you're able to. Okay, we also have news. We have the a Powell testify and a potential Trump speech, so we gotta be careful in around 15 minutes from now. Okay, so yeah, that's the update for now. Looking forward to see you in the session if you'll decide to join us. Okay, this was the short update that I will now send in the group for the people that aren't able to join us live. Okay, so they can see how the markets are looking like right now, and maybe they will be able to join us as well, of course. And if you want, guys, by any means, if you have any trading friends that you want to share this session with, feel free to share it with them if you think it will be cool if they will join us as well. Hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? Glad to have you joining. So 1 second, I'm now sending the video, the short market update, and then I will reply to your SMC concept question. Okay, so regarding, oh yeah, let me quickly share it, and then I will reply to your SMC question. Okay, just give me a sec. Okay. Okay, almost done with sharing the market update. And then I'm sorry for my voice. Like I said, I'm a bit ill. I hope it's not too annoying. But yeah, I'm glad it's not something something serious, you know, because I'm still able to trade. I was in the gym as well today and was able to put in a good session. So I'm glad that it's not something serious. Okay, shared it. All right, so regarding your SMC concept question, when I started, I wasn't trading SMC as a beginner because I didn't knew of it. And when I started, I traded basically retail. You know, I traded support and resistance. I traded some indicators as well, but that was later down the road. But yeah, when I started, I didn't knew about SMC. I started basically looking into SMC, I think, when I was 1 year into trading already. So yeah, hope this answered your question. Hey bro, show your chart color setting. Okay, so let me share it with you real quick. Come on. Okay, check this out. This is the chart color that I use. I prefer it this way a lot more than the usual red and green. Of course, I'm also a blue person. Blue is my is my favorite color. What's your favorite color, by the way, guys? Let me know. I'm curious. My favorite color is blue. This type of blue right here, you know, more so baby blue, not dark blue. That's my favorite color. But let me know what your favorite color is. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. How's this so much now, by the way? Thanks for asking, man. I really appreciate that. And I'm pretty flattered that you still remembered it. You know, that I had some stomach issues because of the creatine. It's a lot better, man. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I dropped the creatine, I started so I saw a difference in the second day. You know, as soon as I stopped taking creatine, the next day I already saw a difference. My stomach wasn't hurting anymore. I was able to go to bed easier and sleep easier and fall asleep easier. And since then, it's been great. You know, I just dropped creatine completely. And now the only supplements that I take are omega 3, you know, magnesium and vitamin B. These are, and zinc as well. These are the three supplements I take daily. No more creatine. And I also bought a vegan protein. It should arrive in the upcoming days, and I'm really looking forward to see how it will taste. It's a vegan protein. I should have no issues when it comes to my stomach. That's why I chose a vegan protein instead of a normal protein, like vanilla protein or chocolate protein. That's why I chose vegan, because most likely I won't have any stomach issues. But yeah, thanks for asking, man. It's been great. Ever since I dropped the creatine, I basically had no more issues, you know, and I'm feeling a lot better as well because I'm able to sleep better. You know, like sleep is so important, and because I wasn't able to get enough, I was really close to burnout, you know. And to be honest, I think if I would have continued for a couple more days or maybe 1 or 2 more weeks, I would definitely I would have faced a burnout for sure, you know. So I'm really glad that I tried to cut it, you know, to stop it, to see if that was it. And yeah, that was literally it. That was the reason for me not feeling great, for me not sleeping well. So yeah, I'm glad that it basically was all fixed just by dropping that, you know. And yeah, you guys should definitely be very aware of the supplements you're taking daily, and basically what you take on a daily basis, to make sure that it's okay, that it's healthy, and that it's not bringing you more harm than benefits. You know, because creatine is good, but my problem was that I was taking too much creatine. And that's why I then developed this issue, this stomach issue. And because of that, I then wasn't able to sleep. You know, it's like a domino effect. You start with something and then it expands. So that's why always ask yourself, like, okay, I'm eating this in the morning, I'm taking this supplement in the evening. Is it okay? Talk to a doctor, talk to a specialist that will advise you based on your goals, and also based on your body, you know, based on what your body can take. So yeah, it's very important. It's very important to take supplements, but it is also important to not overdo it and to do it accordingly, you know, because like I said, I did the mistake to not ask anyone that has a good track record when it comes to taking creatine, when it comes to fitness. And I just took it based on someone that I saw on YouTube, you know, saying that you could take a gram per 10 kilos. And I basically knew that I was supposed to take 8 grams, and I rounded it up to 10 grams a day. So yeah, that was my mistake. But yeah, appreciate you asking once again. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, man. You're welcome for the chart colors, I suppose. Yeah. I'm confused about the market structure shift. I'm confused about the market structure shift. Is still valid if the candle is weak or must body close? A market structure shift is valid even with a wick, but I personally would wait for a market structure shift that has a candle closure. Okay, so that's why I personally take only the ones that have a candle closure, a full body candle closure, because those are a plus. if I see a by the wick market structure shift, I'm not going to take it. You still can if you want to, but I'm not, because ultimately it's not A plus anymore. How did you take the creatine? So like I said, I did the mistake to take 10 grams a day, and I think it was too much, and that's why my body didn't react well to it, and then I had those stomach issues. I wasn't able to sleep well. I was waking up in the middle of the night because my stomach was hurting, and I know it's because of the creatine, because as soon as I stopped it, the next day I had no more issues basically. So it's definitely because I took a lot of it. Good to hear. Makes sense. Your dose was so high, mate. Yeah, indeed it was, man. Silly me. Silly me, indeed it was. But I'm glad that it's all sorted now, and I realized that what I was doing was wrong. Hey, Michael, how's it going, man? Hey, Dan, give me an US 30 and US 100 entry. So yeah, hopefully we will see a NASDAQ entry. Okay, hopefully we will see it. I think I have seen that you bought your dream car, and I want to know how you can afford it. Is that by funded accounts? So currently, yes, I am fully focusing on funded accounts, on scaling when it comes to prop firm accounts. My goal is to reach 7 figures this year in terms of funding, and hopefully I will be able to make it happen. In the future, I also do think about focusing on building a personal account on the side, a significantly sized personal account. But until then, I'm looking to scale up in terms of prop firms, and to consistently do it. That's my goal, to get a big funding, like a very big funding, and then just focus on 2-3% months, 2-3% months, and chill. That's what I want to do. And regarding the car, that's how I was able to afford it as well, because of these prop firm accounts. Because like I said, now I'm fully focused on scaling as much as possible when it comes to funding, and not on the personal account. Take it with orange juice. I didn't knew that. I didn't knew that it's okay to take it with orange juice, and that it's better. To be honest, brother, I don't think I will take creatine again, because I'm well off without it as well. Like, I'm not trying to go to the gym to be extremely big, because I know that if I wanted to like be extremely big and maybe enter a competition or so, creatine is definitely a must for someone that wants to get there. But for me, my goal with the gym is just to stay fit, to put on some muscle, nothing crazy. I'm currently 6'2", 188 centimeters, and I would like to reach probably 90 kilograms, something like that. So in order for me to reach that, I don't think that it's that needed to have creatine in my day-to-day basis, So that's why I don't think I will take it, because I care a lot more about how I feel than, let's say, the small difference that creatine would give me in terms of looks, And I know that the supplements I'm taking now are also good, they are also good. Like I said, I have a protein arriving soon, and that's why I'm just gonna play it safe, But I appreciate your advice. I appreciate your advice, man. I really do. Brother, is there a Powell speech now in the next 5 minutes? Yeah, there is. That's what I'm currently waiting for. I'm waiting for this Powell speech. And either way, even if there was no speech right now, guys, there's not much going on. Okay, gold right here, providing nothing. USDCHF providing nothing. EURUSD. Oh, hello. What do we have going on here, Mr. EURUSD? Mr. EURUSD took out this high beautifully. I like that. In terms of 4-hour, there's no confluence. And the daily, there's, oh, we are at a daily fair value gap. Okay, so we are at a daily fair value gap right here, which is good. Daily VVG. Let's go on the 1 hour. Oh, let's extend it. Now I will go on the 5 minute. And on the 5 minute, I will put a call out here. So we have a beautiful H1 sweep, a plus potential depending on market structure shift. Okay, so yeah, EURUSD is looking interesting now. EURUSD is looking pretty interesting now, which is good. Let's put it over here. GJ still didn't take the high. GU still didn't take the high. So yeah, for now we'll just focus on NASDAQ and on EURUSD. Okay, we have a beautiful sweep so far on EURUSD. NASDAQ also a beautiful sweep right here. Now let's just wait. Okay, let's just wait. If you don't mind, I want to also ask how much dollars you spent for the car. Yeah, sure, it's not a problem. So I bought the car from Germany and it was 50K, 50,000 euros. I'm not sure how much that is in dollars. Probably 55,000 maybe US dollars, more or less. I didn't buy it new. I bought it from a Mercedes dealership, and it had one owner beforehand that leased it, and I bought the car with 50,000 kilometers on it. So relatively new. It's a 2-year-old car. So yeah, I figured it was a good deal. It was a good deal because it wasn't worth it to. They had literally the same exact car there, but I think it was 1 year newer, and it only had like 7,000 kilometers on it, and it was like 70 or 75K. And in my head, like the difference wasn't worth it. You know, the difference wasn't worth it because the roads in Germany are really good, and 50,000 kilometers in Germany is like nothing, you know. So yeah, that was the cost of the car. Which is the best prop firm? Well, there's no such thing as best prop firm. It's also up to your preferences, you know. It's also based on your preferences to decide what prop firm is the best for you. But the prop firm I would suggest you that I'm also partner up with, that I partner up with recently, is Sabio Trade, and they're a prop firm that offer really good prices. That's why I like them. They offer really good prices compared to other prop firms. They have a one-step challenge, which makes things easier in terms of getting that funded account. And also what I like about them is that they offer instant withdrawals on the funded account, meaning that let's say you get funded, you make some profit, you don't have to then wait for a specific amount of trading days in order for you to then request a withdrawal, which I find really cool, because that was something annoying that I've seen a lot of prop firms implement, where they basically tell you that you need to at least have 20 trading days in order to request the payout, and I found that thing really cool as well. And yeah, if you wanna check them out and potentially sign up with them, it's the second link down below in my description here. And if you would decide to get a challenge with them, make sure you also apply the code SMCDAN for a discount. SMCDAN with all caps. Okay, so yeah, but there's definitely a lot of good prop firms out there, a lot of them. FTMO, probably you guys already know it, like they've been here since 2015 if I'm not mistaken. They've earned their stripes. They're probably the #1 prop firm, but there's some downsides with them in terms of the price and accessibility, you know, because for example, FTMO is on the expensive side of prop firms, And they also have a two-step challenge, which means that it's ultimately going to be harder for you to get to that funded account. You know, Funded Next as well is an amazing prop firm, and there's plenty more. You know, there's plenty more good prop firms out there with really decent conditions. Is that Mercedes S12C? I don't understand what you mean. It's a CLA 45S, the Mercedes I have. Is that an engine code maybe? Hopefully. Let me know. I'm really curious. Let me know. I will feel embarrassed if it's something that I should have known that I don't. I mean, I'm not a super car guy. Like, I love watching car content and whatnot, but I'm not like a car geek in terms of engines and mechanic stuffs and whatnot. Then your videos helped me so much to pass my funded and got me a payout out. I blow it up next week due risk management. I got emotional. Can you make a video about risk and emotions in trading and how you manage? Yes, I'll definitely do it. And first of all, congratulations. Congratulations for passing the account and getting funded, and also a payout. And take the blowing it as a lesson. Take the blowing the account as a lesson and not a something to be mad about. Okay, so EURUSD. Thanks, man, for the reminder on EURUSD, because we might have a setup here. Let's see. So the speech is over. The Powell speech is over. Now let's focus a bit. Okay, so on the hourly here, nothing has changed. 5 minute, we gotta wait for that market structure shift. Here on the hourly, beautiful, very beautiful sweep. Okay, on the hourly, we can all agree. And now on the 5 minute, we also have this market structure shift, but there is no fair value gap. So we just gotta wait. US 30, what do we have going on here? Nothing much. The price action though looks pretty ugly, if I'm being honest. But yeah, we'll just leave it as is. What about gold? Yeah, check this out, guys. If we would have entered here, if we would have forced it on this fair value gap, stop loss below the leg, would have been a loss. Okay, so once again, why we are only sticking to A+ setups. That's exactly why. Okay, so now this gap was closed. Yeah, theoretically the entry would have been on this gap here, but like I said, it's too much of a stretch. It's not a clear setup, and like I said, I'm only focusing on clear setups. Okay, on gold, on the hourly, how do we look on the hourly? To be honest, on gold, I would just like to see this low reliquidated in order for me to look for a new setup. Okay, so this is the new valid low. This is the new liquidity level over there. Next up we have USDCHF. So on USDCHF, we have nothing going on here. Okay, we need to wait for a sweep. What about GJ? GJ still there, but hasn't taken out the high. GBPUSD, same story. Approaching the high, but hasn't swept it. Okay, so we just gotta wait. Okay, GJ in between the liquidity levels. USDCHF also in between. Gold also in between. US 30 also in between. And now we gotta focus on EURUSD. Okay, and on NASDAQ. These two are the ones that could give us an A+, depending on, of course, how they will move on the 5 minute. Right here, we do have a market structure shift, but there is no fair value gap. Hence why we just gotta wait for now. Okay, we just gotta wait. So yeah, where was I? At the funded account, passed and then blown. Yeah, so I will definitely do a video on emotions soon, and I will also post it on YouTube. Good that you've let me know about it. And once again, man, congratulations for passing it and having your first payout, that's a really good milestone. And if you were able to do it, you can do it again. Okay, take it as a lesson. Note down the things that you did wrong, that you know you need to work on and basically avoid doing. And yeah, you'll be good to go, man. You will be good to go. Not possible to use Sabio in Portugal. Oh, I see. I see. Then you should look for the ones that I mentioned. You know, that I mentioned a couple minutes ago. Have you tried funding Pips Prop Firm or Alpha Capital? What opinion about them? I haven't. I have heard of them, but I haven't tried them. I think they're good. I think they're decent prop firms. Okay, from what I've heard from other people around me that have tried them. USD making a market structure shift soon. I think, yeah, you're correct, but there is no gap, hence why there is no entry. E8 is another good one. Yeah, for sure. For sure, that's very well said. E8 is another good option for prop firm. For prop firms. In my experience, if a prop firm is doing crazy discounts all the time, it's a red flag. You get what you pay for in the prop industry. Yeah. I mean, discounts every now and then are okay. And discounts in terms of like 5, 10%, maybe 15%. You know, but whenever you see prop firms with like massive 60% discounts or 50% discounts, like you just know that that is not sustainable. You know, that's definitely a good one. That's definitely a good one. EURUSD, EURUSD, EURUSD. Everyone spamming EURUSD, and yeah, that's true. EURUSD almost gave us a setup, but it just didn't give a FVG, hence why there's no entry for us yet. We just gotta wait. Okay, we just gotta wait. Maybe the entry will come. Is the market structure shift better on M5 or M15? I'm looking at the M5 because that's my entry time frame. You can also choose the M15, but understand that you will have way less setups. Okay. Alpha Capital is good, backed by real traders who understand what it takes. Yeah, Alpha Capital is definitely a good one. That's what I've heard as well from people that use it. And I think from you, Alex, right? From you, I've heard that Alpha Capital is good because if I'm correct, you do have an account with them, right? If I remember correctly, let me know. Hopefully, I'm not confusing it. I like your mindset. You didn't force to have a setup. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. And yeah, like I said, there's no point for us to force anything, okay? Because that's how we stay on the winning side, and that's how we have a bigger win rate and less headaches, you know. So yeah, but of course this comes with time, you know, this comes with time. But the sooner you try to implement it, you know, to not force setups, to only take what's clear, the better. Trust me. Please, can you help me on which funded account I need to choose on funded next, if Stellar 1 part or the Stellar 2 part? Hey Reda, I've used funded next Stellar Lite 2 phase. So I don't know which one to suggest you. However, what I would suggest you is to read carefully what each of these two options has to offer. And depending on which one of them you consider to be the one that you value most in terms of conditions and what they have to offer and the differences, go for that one. You know, note them down, all the pros and cons, so to say, and then decide. This is literally the easiest way to do it because you are the one that needs to decide, not me. Okay? So this is literally the best way to do it in order to decide which one of those two to go for. Yes, I tested them out when they first started and had a great experience. I have swapped to E8 fully, but that is simply due to a flexibility of account type and customizable conditions. Makes sense. So they are both really good, which comes at a premium, but it is well worth it. Definitely, man. I can imagine it is worth it, and that's good. That's good to know. That is very good to know. Let me check my phone real quick to see if there's any okay. How is the weather on your end, guys? Let me know. Because over here, the weather is super cold today. Like -3 degrees. It's extremely cold. Am I late? No, you're not. You're not late, man. You're not late. We started like what, 40 minutes ago, and so far there is no setups, and there's still almost 2 hours left of this session. So you are definitely not late. Okay. Yeah, NASDAQ is charging higher, US 30, gold. Oh, USDCHF is heading towards the upper liquidity level. See here on USDCHF again, most traders would FOMO and take this setup, which is a valid one, you know, like it's a market structure shift here, took out this low, beautiful fair value gap right here, enter on the gap, but check this out. Most likely this would have been a loser, okay? Why? Because it wasn't A plus, okay? That's why we didn't take it, but most traders will take it. And then because they get into a losing streak, they then start to force trades even more. They over leverage, they revenge trade, and that then leads to a blown account. You know, so why would we trade everything we see when we can be super selective and only trade what makes sense and what looks best? You know, that's my mentality. So yeah, let's just look at EURUSD because it looks like it would want to head lower, which is not bad. So yeah, let's see. Ideally, I would like to see this low here being broken impulsively and a beautiful gap that's left behind. That's what I want to see on your USD. Aside from using NVVG for entry, would it also be viable to use a breaker block or CASD for entry? What do you advise? Yes, those also work, but you need to backtest it, you know, to see the profitability. For me, I only use the VVG. I only use the VVG, but definitely breaker blocks or CSD can also work. But like I said, you need to backtest it. Okay. Wow, -7 in Lithuania. Wow, that's super cold. That's super cold. I mean, -3 that we have here is also very cold, but -7 is on a different level. And at night, let me check how cold was it this night. I swear it was like -7 or so during the night. Let me check. So it will be -8 during tonight here. That's super cold. Super, super cold. Wow. It feels like the winter came now. And it should be the end of winter because it's February. That's really odd. Um, Humid and hot in Singapore. Literally the opposite. Literally the opposite. But to be honest, I kind of prefer the hot weather instead of the super cold weather. Let me know if you guys prefer the same. And again here, and here again, okay, if we would have entered on this market structure shift without a fair value gap confirmation, again, would have been a loss. Okay, so you can see how easy it is to get into a trade and lose it, you know, and how hard it is, so to say, to trade with a plan. Basically how it should be in the first place anyways. Here in the Philippines, it is so hot. Wow. I kind of envy you, I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I prefer hot weather a lot more than freezing weather, you know. And Philippines, I would love to spend some time in the Philippines, man. Let me know some cool locations for the Philippines. I've heard about Boracay. It's cool there. Let me know, because in the future, in the upcoming year or years, I'm looking to basically during the winter, maybe stay for like a couple months in the Philippines or in Thailand, you know, where the weather is hot, is beautiful, and I would love to hear some good locations if you of course know them. I got a demo on Sabio now. Nice. That's good. That's good. And wow, look at EURUSD charging, guys. Okay. Okay, it took out this level here as well, which is good. We entered a 4-hour fair value gap as well. So daily plus H4 VVG. Now, of course, we just gotta wait. Okay, we just gotta wait. NASDAQ with the market structure shift tapped in this hourly VVG, which is not bad at all. Also 4-hour VVG. Nice, 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 nice. This looks good. Okay, so let's draw this real quick. H1, oh, I want to have it straight. H1 plus H4 VVG. Like this, perfect. Higher time frame confluence looking good as well. Really nice. Really, really nice. Okay. Now we just gotta wait for that market structure shift, guys, okay? Same story on EURUSD. US30 is still in between. Gold is still in between. USDCHF is still in between. GJ took out the high. Hello. Hello, Mr. GJ. 4-hour, no. Daily, no confluence. So on the hourly, we should wait and see if GJ will have a beautiful H1 sweep. Okay, basically a by the wick sweep. That's what I want to see. Okay, if we'll have a by the wick sweep here on the hourly, then yes, this could be an A+ potential, but until then it isn't, right? USDCHF almost taking out the high, and GBPUSD also aiming to take out the high pretty soon as well. So that's the short update. These two we already discussed about. So yeah, now we just got to sit on our hands and wait, okay? We just gotta wait and see if we get that market structure shift. Hi Dan, how are you? I'm wondering, where are you from? You haven't mentioned that before. First of all, thanks for asking, man. Thanks for asking. I'm good. I'm just sticking to the schedule, as you probably noticed. And I did mention before where I'm from. I'm from Romania, but you probably didn't hear it when I mentioned it, or maybe you weren't on the live. So yeah, I'm from Romania, from East Europe. I live in Bucharest. England 6 degrees, it's freezing. Well, that's decent, man. I mean, yes, of course, it's still cold. 6 degrees, it's still cold, but it's better than -3 or -7 that we saw here in the chat. So yeah, but it's definitely cold. It's freezing in the UK. Yeah, I can imagine. The UK is known for like cold weather, a lot of raining, even during the hot periods, from what I've heard, which isn't ideal. Of course, I do love rain. I'm not gonna lie, but I would get annoyed if I would see rain daily, you know? So yeah, I assume that you guys from the UK are pretty tired of of all that rain. And I know it must be pretty annoying. I hate freezing. Same in Iraq, Kurdistan, the weather is freezing. Yeah, I mean, I swear it's more annoying. The freeze is more annoying than the hot weather, in my opinion. Because if it's really hot outside, you can just choose to go to a cool swimming pool or to the beach, you know, for a short trip. You stay on a sunbed with music in your ears. You drink a ice cold cappuccino or frappe. It's a good vibe, you know. But when it's freezing cold, like, you cannot do much, because you cannot say that, oh, I'm just gonna go and have a beautiful hike, because you will freeze out unless you have like a super dope equipment, you know, that you use. That's why I think that hot weather is a lot better than freezing cold. Can you show the NAS 100 chart on the 1 hour? Yep, sure. So here it is. On the 1 hour, we swept this high right here. Okay, so this is how the NAS 100 chart looks like on the 1 hour. What? -12 in Canada? Jesus, man. Wow. Wow. -12. That's mental. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Be very cautious with your trips these days outside. Be very cautious and dress accordingly, because -12 is mental. That's freezing cold, extra freezing cold. Does your engine still start? Does your car engine still start at that temperature? I mean, it possibly does, but I think it takes way longer to warm up. Wow, -12 is mental. So probably during night you have like what, -20 during the night? Jesus. GBP JPY just swept. Yep, I know. Now it depends on how the hourly candle will close on GJ. It is really important to see how it will close. Palawan, I suppose this is a location in the Philippines. Let me know. Let me know if that's the case. If that's a location you suggest in Philippines. Thailand is cool. If you ever go, let me know, as my good friend lives there. He has a wakeboarding business in Chalaklam. He'll look after you, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot. I'll definitely let you know if I'll go there. And yeah, I'll definitely keep it in mind. Thanks a lot. Let's get those likes up. Click the like button, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe already. Free to do, and you'll be joining one of the best trading communities online. Appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you, that brother. I really appreciate you for that, brother, for saying that. Really means a lot. Really means a lot. But yeah, definitely, if you enjoy the stream, make sure to spam that like button. Feel free to share it as well. Like he said, make sure you're subscribed and have the notifications turned on to not miss out on any future uploads, okay? And regarding the people, because I already saw some messages in my notifications, regarding the people that applied for the mentoring program, I will get back to you after this session will end. Okay? So yeah. And if you haven't applied and you're looking to apply, you should apply only if you're serious about trading. Okay? Only if you're serious about trading, you should apply for the mentoring. And to do that, all you gotta do is click the first link down below in the description of this live session. Okay? That's all you gotta do. You will be forwarded to the mentoring landing page, and from there you will then be able to contact me and apply for the mentoring. Gold. Gold, brother, is in between these two liquidity levels. Okay? So right now on gold, there's nothing to do. Okay, there's nothing to do on gold. And wow, look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is pumping. Okay, NASDAQ is pumping hard. Do you guys drink syrup with mineral water? Because recently I got into it and it's so good. I mean, this is sugar-free syrup and it's so good. I think it's the flavor is strawberry. Yeah, strawberry flavor. 0 sugar with mineral water, cold water. It's perfect. It's perfect. Instead of like how's it called? A sugary Coca-Cola drink. It's a lot better. Let me know, do you guys drink syrup? Let me know down below in the live chat. I'm really curious to see if you guys like syrup as well. And now I will go over the pairs again to do a quick outlook. NASDAQ was a 1,000 contract order. Yeah, indeed it was. Looking at this push here. So once again on NASDAQ, right now price seems to head higher, and if it's going to continue heading higher, it's all good. Okay, we'll play based on our rules. We can see that we are at this hourly gap right here. Okay, we are at this hourly gap. Kind of closed it now, but it depends on how this hourly candle will close. 4 hour, again, it depends on how the market will move, on how the price action will look in the upcoming 30 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, and yeah, right now we just kind of wait for that impulsive market structure shift, because without it, nothing else matters. Okay, EURUSD, same story. EURUSD is currently pretty indecisive. Okay, we can see we had this long wick, and price could potentially head lower. What we want to see here on EURUSD is this: is aggressive break of this low right here, then tap into a FVG and boom, head lower. This is what we want to see on EURUSD. That's what we need to wait on. And next up, GJ. On GJ, like I said, guys, we need to wait. Sorry, like I said, I'm pretty I got a flu, so please don't hate me for coughing and for having an annoying voice. On GJ, like I said, 4 hour and daily provide no confluence. That's why on the hourly, what we want to see is a rejection and a closure within the range, because that will basically tell us that we have a buy the wick liquidity sweep on the hourly time frame, which is the confluence we need for us to then go on the 5 minute and look for an aggressive market structure shift. Okay, so that's what we are waiting for on GJ. US 30 is close to the upper liquidity level, but hasn't swept it yet. Okay, so we just gotta wait. Gold is in between the liquidity levels as well. USDCHF as well was super close to take out this upper one, but it didn't take it. And GBPUSD is approaching the upper liquidity level. Okay, so let's just wait. Right now, our focus is on EURUSD, okay? Because right here, if we have an impulsive move towards the downside, we could have a setup. On GJ, because we want to see how the hourly candlestick will close. If we manage to get a rejection and for the price to push back lower, okay? And NASDAQ, to see if it will find a roof and it will start heading lower to then give us a market structure shift. Okay, this is what we need to wait for now. All right, people? S1000 order is waiting a bit more upside. Yep, makes sense. It does make sense. Right here, what I see is a lot of liquidations. Okay, there were so many sellers because once again, it is very important to understand how the markets move. So right here, all these areas here, this high, this high, this high, and even this high here. Okay, right here we had a lot of people selling NAS. Okay, clicking the sell button with their stop losses around this area, this area, this area, this area. So what the market does now is it liquidates all of these orders, okay? And now it could give an opposite signal. You know, it could head lower, head higher, trap the buyers, and then head lower, okay? So that's what we are waiting for. Now, all these retail traders, so to say, were taken out, were liquidated, because like I said, we have all these areas of resistance here. Okay, we have this area of resistance, we have this area of resistance, we have this area of resistance. So many people sold, clicked the sell button during these areas here, and now all of these people were liquidated. And now we are waiting for the price to make the move to the downside, to the upside, to liquidate the buyers, and then on the way down, it will take it with us. It will take us with it towards the TP. This is how a perfect setup plays out based on our strategy. Okay, that's what this strategy is based on, basically. Let's see what other questions we'll have. No questions, sorry, messages. Freezing in Georgia, United States, also really unusual weather recently. Wow, I see. Yeah, the weather is very unusual. I'm not gonna lie. The weather is super unusual. Like December was so hot. Like there were days with 15 degrees in December. Like it was extremely hot for that time of the year. And I remember during the New Year's, I spent the New Year's close to the mountains, and it was 9 degrees Celsius. In the mountains, it was 9 degrees Celsius in the forest, okay? So it should have been a lot colder. And now it's close to middle of February. And now it's when the temperature is extremely cold. So it's a bit confusing indeed. It's a bit confusing indeed. The weather is definitely more confusing than ever, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys have noticed it as well. Maybe you have, but yeah, it's been weird. Yesterday in Morocco was an earthquake. Oh, damn. I hope everyone is safe there, man. Earthquakes are so scary. I'm so scared for earthquakes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's probably one of my biggest fears, you know, because I have this feeling that there's nothing I can do, you know, like no matter how much I could try to be safe, like there's nothing I can do, and all I can do is wait for it to end and hope nothing happens. That's why I feel that earthquakes are very scary, man, because it's pretty much out of your hand, you know, and nature is basically can be scary because we cannot do anything against it. So yeah, I hope everyone is safe. Hey Elliot. Elliot said, can you explain how you mark out your highs and lows? Sometimes there are higher or lower candles, but you choose specific ones. Yeah, it's based on the vetted highs and vetted lows. Okay, that's how I choose them. Basically, a vetted high is a point where we can see at least 2 candlesticks to the upside, then 2 candlesticks to the downside. Okay, that's the formation you need to see for a vetted high, and the opposite for a vetted low. Okay, that's like the easiest way to explain it, if I'm being honest. Flavored syrup on shaved ice. Yes. Syrup on something. Yes. Syrup by itself. No. Exactly. Exactly. I have syrup with mineral water, with super cold water, and it's such a vibe. It's such a vibe. If price closed above the liquidity sweep, is it still valid to look for market structure shift? It depends. It depends on whether you have a higher time frame confluence or not. Because if you do have a higher time frame confluence, like price being at a 4-hour fair value gap or unmitigated supply or demand, then you can still look for a market structure shift. All right. Nice reaction on EURUSD. Let me see. Right now, there's not much of a reaction. I mean, probably you mentioned about this candle here that closed bearish, yeah, but now price is still indecisive over there. Portugal is rainy. I see. I mean, like I said, for me, rain is cool, but as long as it's not like every day, you know, because it becomes annoying. I love seeing the sun as well, but every now and then a rain is very well welcomed. Is very welcomed, in my opinion. Earthquake yesterday in Morocco. Yeah, I've read that, man. I'm really sorry to hear it. I hope there hasn't been injuries or worse, hopefully. But yeah, earthquakes are scary, man. Then, bro, in new YouTube video, make a money and risk management, and how much lot in position are you taking? So yeah, I'll definitely do a video on that, on money management and risk management. But it doesn't matter what lot size I use, because I might trade on a different account than you that has a different size. You should trade according to your account, according to how much you want to risk per trade. Okay? Because based on what you want to risk per trade, say it's 1% per trade or 2% or 0.5%, based on that, you will then calculate your lot size based on your stop loss size in order to know exactly with how many lots you enter the markets based on how much you want to risk. Okay? That's how you need to view it. First of all, decide how much I want to risk, let's say 1%. Secondly, how big is the stop loss, depending on the structure that I'm entering. Let's say it's 10 pips, okay? And then, knowing how much you want to risk, which is 1%, knowing the stop loss size, which is 10 pips, you will then calculate your lot size using a position size calculator. And that's how you will get a accurate calculation of your lot size. And it is very important. All right, it is very, very important. 15 degrees in South Africa. We have 28 degrees and it's a normal weather. Wow, it's really hot. It's really hot. I guess you guys don't have winter, right? In South Africa. Or do you have winter over there? Because if it's 28 degrees now, then I suppose that you guys don't have winter at all. Which means that it's very hot over there, especially during the summer months. Let me know, I'm really curious. And until then, let me quickly do a quick run. Okay, so EURUSD is starting to reverse. Starting to reverse now with some bearish pressure, which is good. I like how we have a by the week sweep as well right now. So let's just wait. GJ, okay. GJ is slowly retracing as well, which is great. We gotta wait and see on GJ. It's mandatory for us to get a closure below this area here for us to consider this setup a plus potential. Okay, and then look for a 5-minute market structure shift. Oh, US 30 took out the high finally, and it is at a hourly unmitigated supply, which is not bad at all. Okay, so we are at this hourly supply. Let's mark it H1 supply. Right here, let me check the 4-hour real quick. 4-hour no confluence, daily no confluence on the daily either. Yeah, but we do have a H1 supply where price is currently at. Let's go on the 5-minute, extend it, and this could be an A plus potential, depending on, of course, the market structure shift. Okay, A plus potential depending on market structure shift. That's what we need to wait for. Okay, so this is the higher time frame confluence over here. This H1 unmitigated supply, where price is currently at. On the 4-hour, like I said, there's no confluence. We can all agree with that. And then on the daily, same story, no confluence on the daily either. So yeah, this will be marked with green again. And now let's go over gold. Gold is in between the liquidity levels over here. USDCHF also in between. And lastly, GBPUSD also in between. Okay, so let's focus on these 4 pairs right now. GJ, EURUSD, and NASDAQ. Let's stick with EURUSD for now, because this one seems to be the closest one to give us a setup. Okay, so there's 1 hour and 15 minutes left until we will end the trading session. So definitely still some time left for us to wait for an A+ setup, because like I said, if there's no A+ setups, there's no trades. Okay, we are not here to force setups and take trades that aren't A+. All right. Look at FX Verify for position size calculator. Yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty position size calculators out there. I think Baby Pips has one as well, which is easy to use. So yeah, it's pretty easy to find one. It's pretty easy to find a position size calculator. Reply to some messages on WhatsApp. Sorry guys, I need to blow my nose real quick. So sorry, but like I said, I caught a flu and it's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying. But at least it's not something serious. Dan, what do you think about this thing that I have to trade almost wasted because then I place winning trades? Serious, I'm tired to trade drunk from the morning till the night. Wow, this is the first time I read something like this, and you should definitely stop doing that, man. Like, you need to understand that you're not winning the trades because you're drunk. You know, maybe it's just luck, and you don't need to make like a superstition out of this, because the markets don't care if you are drunk or not. And it's not about the money here or the winning trades or the trades you take, but it's about your health, man. Like, you need to stop doing that ASAP. You need to stop doing that right now. You know, keep yourself accountable and stop it now, because man, you are paying with your health. Like I said, the money is not important. and the trades you take, but your health, man. Like being drunk from the morning till the night and trading during that time, you need to understand that your sleep is probably super bad. You're drained, and it's not healthy at all. It's definitely not a healthy habit. So stop it right now, you know? Like stop drinking and stop trading as well. Stop trading as well if it's what it takes for you to stop drinking. Because trust me, I've known no trader that is a consistently profitable and full-time trader that trades under alcohol, you know, being drunk. So please quit it, man. Quit it, because it's not necessarily about the money, but it's about your health in the first place. Because you can only do this, say for some reason, say you're profitable doing this, okay? Let's just imagine it, that you're profitable. You can only do this for a couple months, because then you will collapse. Like there's no way for you to sustain this long term. And your health is your number one asset. Like you need to understand this. Don't sacrifice your health because you think that if you trade drunk, you will be a more relaxed and profitable trader. Because you will lose so much more on the other side. Even though, let's say you are profitable, which, like I said, has nothing to do. Being drunk has nothing to do with being profitable. Okay? Shit, that's crazy. Yeah, man, it is. I wasn't expecting it. I'm not gonna lie. Then I trade confident and relaxed, but if I'm not drunk, every trade is L. That's some BS I have to deal with somehow. Yeah, man, like I said, trading has nothing to do with being drunk. You know, like, yes, maybe you're more relaxed and you don't feel as much pressure, but you need to ask yourself why you don't feel relaxed in the first place when you're trading. Maybe you are risking too more. Maybe that's the case. And it's a quick fix. Like, why would you have to place your health in danger by being drunk just to think you're a profitable trader or be close to becoming a profitable trader? Where maybe it's just a quick fix. Maybe you're just risking too much on a trade, and because of that, you don't feel relaxed. And in order to feel relaxed, you force yourself to drink and become drunk to then be able to trade relaxed, you know? So quit drinking, man, as soon as possible. Quit trading for now, that's for certain. And try to ask yourself these questions to understand why you're doing it, and then find a solution, because this is not something fun, man. It's not fun at all to play with your health doing this. It's very sad, I'm not gonna lie. It's very sad, and I hope you'll take action towards it. So yeah, let me do a quick run on the watch list, and then I'll get back to the live chat. So EURUSD is now heading higher, it seems. So yeah, we just gotta wait. In 10 minutes, in 8 minutes, the hourly candle will close as well, which is good. It will be interesting to see how the hourly candle will close. GBP JPY still not in this range, which isn't ideal because the hourly candle will close soon. US 30 not doing much. Gold not doing much either. What about USDCHF? Not doing much. And GBPUSD still hasn't swept the high yet. So yeah, let's just stick with EURUSD for now. And in 8 minutes, the hourly candle will close, and it's gonna be interesting to see what we'll have after the hourly candle will close. Let me quickly plug in my charger because my laptop is on like 30% or so, or 20%, and I don't want to risk it running out of battery, especially now that we're in the session. So bear with me 1 sec so I can plug this charger real quick. Oh, where are you, man? Oh, here we are. Perfect. Okay, Trading must complement your life. Life must never revolve around trading, which is what is happening currently. Your success in trading reflects how you treat yourself. Exactly, man. Exactly. Your life doesn't fully revolve around trading. You know, you firstly need to be to have your day-to-day life sorted in terms of good habits, discipline, things that you do on a daily basis that you know will help you grow long term, and then you get into trading seriously. You know, but yeah, I really hope you understood something out of it, and I truly hope it will help you quit your bad habit, because that's not a healthy habit at all. And like I said, start asking yourself questions, because by asking yourself questions, you will then find your answer. Okay? That's literally the best way to do it. Why are you drinking? Then why aren't you relaxed when you're not drinking? By asking these questions repeatedly, you will then essentially find the answer as well. Okay? Then can you show me the pips in chart? What do you mean by that? The pips in chart? I don't understand. Gold 2906.77 valid high for H1, or I misunderstood you on that. Let's see. 06. Oh, you mean this one here? This is not a valid high. Valid high is this one here. Okay, we can see this is just one candlestick in a row. It's not a clear swing, you know, so therefore it ain't a valid high there. Okay. Let's check my phone. Oh, definitely definitely many messages to reply after I end this session. After I end this session, like I said, guys, don't worry, I'm not ignoring you. If you applied for the mentoring program, I will get back to you after ending this session. Okay. Gosh, so annoying to be sick. Hey Susano, did you take any trade? I was late. Nope. I didn't take any trades yet. For the pips, use the measurement tool in TradingView. Yeah, exactly. And of course, you can also use the position tool. Okay, you can use the position tool, and here you can see that this right here is, for example, 9.3 pips. Okay, this right here is 9.3 pips, for example. So yeah, it's very easy. I mean, how to calculate our pips? Yeah, literally using the position tool. Let's say you want to enter a buy here with stop loss below here and TP right here, for example. You glide around the position tool and you will see that your stop loss is this digit here, 5.9. This is your pip, 5.9 pips. Okay, that's your pips. That's your stop loss size in pips. GJ looking good, might give us a market structure shift. Let's see. Oh, nice. Come on, GJ. We needed to close below this low, because otherwise we have a closure above this hourly level, and that's not great. Okay, that is not great, because essentially I will then have to wait for this high to get taken out. But yeah, let's see. There's still 2 minutes and 30 seconds left until the hourly candle will close, and from there we will have a clear view. Hi man, did you take any trades yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I took 2 losses. It was pretty annoying. It was a rough start of the week, but they were both valid trades. The second one, the only minus the second one had was that it triggered right when we ended our session, you know, And from the backtest, I've noticed that usually those that trigger that late have a lower probability of winning. But the first one was really A plus. So yeah, there's not much to complain about it. It's just the probability aspect. It's part of the game really. So yeah, not much to add when it comes to that. So yeah, let's wait 1 more minute and 30 seconds left until the hourly will close, and then we will have a better view on these markets. Okay. Oh, my neck is hurting. Okay, 1 more minute left. Let's see how this hourly candle will close. Let's see. My trading journey is totally changed after applying your strategy. Nice, man. I'm really happy to hear that. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's really cool to hear that. And man, I really hope Vika, or how can I pronounce your name? Man, you you shocked me with your message. I really hope you you understood what I meant with it, and I really hope that you will start making a change when it comes to your approach, because man, it's not healthy at all, and trust me, it's not worth it. Nothing in this world is worth more than your health. I understand that, man. So yeah, I really hope that that next session or so you will get back to us and you will be like, hey guys, it's been a week since we had that last discussion, and I'm not drinking anymore, and I'm not feeling stressed anymore when it comes to trading. I really hope we'll be able to see that, because like I said, man, your health is on the line here. Okay, so that message really shocked me when I saw it. I'm not gonna lie, but it's good. It's good that you wrote it. It's good that you wrote it in the live chat, because like this we were able to see it, and I was also able to give you my thoughts on it. And I really hope, I really hope it will help. Like, it would be amazing to know that it helped. So okay, the hourly candle closed. Let's see. Okay, so hourly closed above. Not a beautiful H1 sweep anymore, but this can still be an A plus, and I will tell you exactly why. Because we have a higher time frame confluence. Okay, we are at a 4-hour VVG. Let me move it a bit higher. Okay, we are at a 4-hour VVG and also at a daily VVG. Okay, so because of that, we still have a higher time frame confluence on this EURUSD potential setup. That's why we can still wait for a setup on this. Okay, so yeah, that's that for EU. Okay, NASDAQ closed this VVG, and let me check the 4-hour as well. Yeah, not looking amazing. Not really looking amazing, if I'm being honest with you guys. Now we only have a 4-hour VVG. Now we only have a 4-hour VVG, and price is above it. So yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. Not a beautiful H1 sweep anymore either. Okay, so we can delete that. I mean, for now, let's just leave it as is. Let's just leave it as is and see how the price action will play out on the 5-minute. Yeah, we'll do that. Ah, come on. Yeah, GJ, closed above this hourly level, which isn't great because we have no higher time frame confluence on this setup. And because of that, I will look at this valid high now. Okay, so let's color code it with orange. So we did NASDAQ, we did EURUSD, and we did GJ. Okay, GJ is now in between these two. Okay. Let's see what we have here. US30 took out this high here as well. Took out this liquidity level. And it's at this hourly. Was this an unmitigated supply? Looks like it was unmitigated. Yep, slightly unmitigated. Let's check the 4 hour. Nothing. Daily, nothing. Okay, so this is a H1 supply right here. We have an H1 supply, and this also looks like a beautiful by the wick H1 sweep so far, which is great. Okay, so call out beautiful H1 sweep, A plus potential depending on market structure shift. Okay, that's that on US 30. Let's go over gold. Yeah, gold, nothing new. USDCHF heading lower, nothing new. And GBPUSD heading higher. Okay, so yeah, US 30, NASDAQ, and EURUSD are the pairs we will focus on in this last hour of the trading session. USDCHF, yep. Gold is here. GBPJPY took out this one here, but yeah, we need to wait for the upper one to get taken out because there's no higher time frame confluence, and this hourly candlestick closed above this liquidity level. US 30 is looking good. US 30 is looking pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. We have a new low here as well. NASDAQ. Okay, and lastly, EURUSD right here. Okay, so let's go on the 5-minute. US 30, NASDAQ, and EURUSD. Let's just stay on NASDAQ for now. Okay, let's stay on NASDAQ, and yeah, let's just wait, guys. We entered our last hour of the session, and let's see what we'll have going on. 1 second, guys. Let me blow my nose. Sorry once again. Apologies. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, but it's really annoying. I have a rainy nose. Okay. A good book from Trader Tom maybe can help the drinking guy. He give it for free because he was a drinker too. Oh, nice. Yeah, a book could definitely help as well. Good point, man. Good point. I backtested strategy with Euro GBP and gold. I plus 10% it gave to me. Nice. That's good, man. Those are good results. Yeah, I'm not like an alcoholic. It's just a thing I saw one day when I sat through trade for fun, a little bit drunk. Then I got some good profits and I tried one more time and one more time. Yeah, I know, but that turns into a bad addiction that, trust me, won't lead anywhere. Because like I said, it's not good at all to trade whilst being drunk. Instead, you got to ask yourself why you want to get drunk in the first place when you trade. Okay, you want to get drunk because you want to feel more relaxed. Okay, why do you want to feel more relaxed? What is it that makes you feel tense? that makes you feel under pressure, you know. And by asking these questions, you will be able to understand that you will be able to understand the thing that is basically the issue, okay, that's holding you back from being chill, from being relaxed, from not feeling tense when trading. And once you'll find it, you will then be able to trade, feel relaxed, and not drink at all, you know. So yeah, I really hope it makes sense, man. NAS 100 looking good. Yeah and no. Yes and no. Right now it's not offering anything, so we just gotta wait. So yeah. And now I'm like, what? I have to trade to drunk. I have to trade drunk to win the market. So yeah, that's the problem. I think in my confidence when trading, not drunk. I don't know honestly. Yeah, it's definitely a confidence issue. But like I said, you're trading drunk because basically when you're drunk, you don't feel as responsible, you know, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Like I said, first of all, quit drinking and quit trading as well for a couple days, for a couple weeks maybe. How much will be needed for you to ask yourself these questions and understand what the real issue is? Because what you're doing now is you're just prolonging something bad that will come to fruition anyways. You know, instead of facing your problem head on, you know, and asking yourself these questions to know exactly what's wrong and what's your issue basically, you're just drinking because that's your coping mechanism. You know, you're just drinking because it's easier, because when you're drinking you feel a lot more relaxed, and that's basically the way you run away from this problem, you know. So I would highly suggest you to get with it face on, and see what's up, you know, see what's the issue, ask yourself these questions until you find the issue. Okay. Thank you, Dan, for your commitment and sharing with your community. I really appreciate that. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You have a genuine heart and care to see others succeed. Just wanted to share that before the live ends. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for saying that. I really do appreciate it. And yes, I like doing that. It really brings a lot of joy in my heart, and that's why I do these things, and I connect with you guys. It's really cool, and I really love it as well. And I'm glad that many of you are able to benefit from it as well. Is the NAS have supply? There's no supply on NASDAQ. There's no supply on NASDAQ right now as a higher time frame confluence. Dan, you're a G. Thanks, mate. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You're welcome. And like I said, I would be extremely happy next week or in the upcoming weeks to see you back on the live and be like, hey, man, I was able to do it. I was able to quit drinking and basically find the solution. Like, I would be really happy to see that. And trust me, man, you can do it, okay? You can do it. You're great. You are powerful enough to do it, okay? There's no such thing as drinking, as alcohol that you need in order to overcome these issues. Trust me. It's all within yourself. Just gotta grab it, find it, and get it done. Get it over with, okay? So, yeah. Now, let's just check the pairs real quick. EURUSD is heading higher, as we can see. Still in the hourly and 4-hour fair value gap. So that's that. NASDAQ not doing much right now. Looks like the volume is pretty low here. US 30 is pretty indecisive. GBP JPY not doing much. USDCHF. Oh, GBPUSD is close, is very close to the upper liquidity level. Okay, so we should pay attention over here. As for these other orange pairs, nothing much going on. So for now, I'm gonna stick to NASDAQ. I'm gonna wait on the NASDAQ chart for now. So yeah, 50 minutes left until this session will end. So there's still some time. There's still some time left. Before the live ends, I just want to say thank you because it gives me a beautiful mindset. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. And wow, it's been a super cool session with many discussions. exactly how I love it, because like I said, trading is 90% waiting, and maybe we'll have a setup, maybe we won't. We just gotta stick to our plan and trade accordingly. Okay, that's literally all there is to trading. And trading needs to be boring. Like I said, guys, trading needs to be boring. If trading is not boring, then you're doing something wrong. Okay. GBPUSD aiming for the liquidity, so I entered a quick scalp 10 minutes ago. TP hit. I know it's a bad habit, but when I see a chance, I took it. Sometimes you have to adapt. Yeah, that seems to be like a forced trade, you know, because you had no confirmation that price will take out that liquidity, you know. So in my opinion, if you feel the urge to play such trades, place them on a demo, you know, and then keep your real account only for those A+ setups. This is what I would suggest you, because yes, maybe you want this trade, but you will see that long term this won't be profitable, you know. So yeah, hope it makes sense. Or even gave already, I think, with VVG. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Let me know. Let me know what you mean. Let me know what you mean. Oh, USDJPY. I'm not trading USDJPY, brother. I'm not trading USDJPY. Okay, NASDAQ is on the move. NASDAQ is on the move. Let's see. Of course, we gotta wait. What's the time you trade? From 2:30 p.m. UK time till 5 p.m. UK time. I have to fix this habit to stay consistent on the long run. Any advices? Like I said, if you feel the urge to place some trades that aren't according to your plan, place them on a demo and then keep the real account only for those A+ setups. You know? Why it's volatile on the New York session? Because in my back tests, USDJPY was profitable, but it wasn't as profitable as I wanted it to be in order for me to have it in the watch list. That's what I'm not trading it. I'm not saying it's not profitable. It's not as profitable as I want it to be. Okay. How often do you do these YouTube lives? I do this once a week, every Tuesday, because in the other days I'm not able to do it as I'm busy with trading, with what I do now, as well as my own community and the members that are in my community, you know. And in my community, I go live on Monday as well. I work with these people one-on-one. I get back to their questions, with feedbacks, with sessions and whatnot. And because of that, I'm only able to do it once per week, you know. So yeah, hope this gave you clarity on the questions, because usually what I do the next days when I'm basically not going live here, whenever I just wait for a setup like this, I do other things. I set alerts and I do other stuff. I get back to people that are in my community that ask me about specific setups or any other questions or whatnot. And I do several other things as well. I don't stare at the chart and do nothing, because for me it's easier to just set alerts and check every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes I check the chart. If I see something, I take it. If not, I just move on and I wait 10 more minutes. And in those 10 minutes, I do different things, So yeah, I hope it makes sense. Is this strategy applicable also in BTC? It should be, but you should backtest it, okay? You should backtest it. GBP JPY, let's see. GBP JPY has to take out this high here. It has to take this high in order for me to consider taking any setups on it, because we have an hourly closure above this high, which I don't like. So yeah, that's that for GJ, for GBP JPY. That's how I blow my account. I don't take setup, I take the chances. I don't take the A plus setups, I take the chances. Yeah. And yeah, like I told you, like if you're doing that, your win rate will be a lot lower, because you're essentially taking trades that are slightly forced, and that's not what you want. Until you can fully control yourself, so to say, place those setups on a demo account, okay? And then on the real account, place only the A plus setups. This is what I would suggest you, okay? How long have you been in trading? For 5 years now. A bit more, I think, than 5 years. That's how long I've been in trading. Okay, let me check the pairs again. So, okay, GBPUSD is super close to take out this upper liquidity level. Almost there, literally. Let me actually adjust it because it's a bit higher than it should be. Let's put it there, perfect. So almost there. USDCHF is in between. Gold is in between. GJ is in between. US 30 is here, but yeah, not doing much. NASDAQ. This is a weak market structure shift here. This is a weak market structure shift. Yes, we do have a gap here. Theoretically, this could be a setup, but nah, this doesn't look A plus to me. I'm not taking it. Okay, this is not A plus. Because it is not A plus, I'm not taking it. Like I always say, a clear setup, you will spot it immediately. You will spot it immediately. But whenever you start asking yourself questions or you doubt whether you should take or not take the setup, that's when it would be best to not take it, because it means that it is not A plus. How long did it take you to become profitable? It took me a year and a bit. A year and a small bit to become profitable. Using prop firms or personal, bro? I use prop firm. I use prop firm accounts. And I will actually record a video soon that I will probably post on YouTube probably this month towards the end, where I will talk about prop firms versus personal accounts. Basically pros and cons for both. A video that will help you decide whether you should trade a prop firm account or a personal account. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think you guys will find it really valuable. And of course, to not miss it, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed, and also turn that notification bell on to not miss out on any of these future uploads, okay? Yeah, and I'm really glad to see, because seeing these messages, the basically applications for the mentoring, it shows that many of you guys are serious about this, about trading, you know? Because like I said, I um I only accept people that are serious about this, you know, about trading. Then in London session, what time frame you can suggest for this strategy? Um, you can use the same time frames really. 1 hour plus 5 minutes. I like your streams, bro. Good luck. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Good luck to you as well. And I'm glad that you like them. I've noticed that type stop losses often lead to frustration and stop outs. Have you faced similar issues, and how do you manage your risk to avoid getting stopped out too soon? Well, for me, it's very simple. I just place my stop loss based on market structure, you know? So knowing that, I then calculate my lot size to risk the same amount each trade, and I'm good to go. I never second guess. I never overthink it. If the stop loss is hit, it's all good. I know it was an A plus setup. It was a valid setup, and it's just part of the probability. I know my numbers. I know my statistics. Losses every now and then are normal, you know? So that's just the way I go about it, really. It's really simple. Uh, don't use SMT. I don't really pay attention to it, really. What's the biggest mistake you've made in trading, and how did you overcome it? So the biggest mistake I did in the beginning was being too impatient, you know, trying to do things too fast. Because when I started, I had no guidance around me, like no people around me had trading knowledge, and I basically had to discover things by my own. And a huge mistake I did is in the beginning is to buy multiple courses from different people, not paying attention where I get the course from, you know, and trying to mix the information. And that was very wrong to do. Instead, what I should have done, that's why I always mention that if I could start trading all over again, what I would do is I would first focus on learning the basics, you know, online, like for free. Basics like how to use TradingView, how to use MetaTrader, how to open your first account, how to place a trade, all that type of stuff. And then I would look for a mentor. And the way I would look for a mentor is I would firstly search for someone that has already done it. Same way as I would go to the gym and I would like to learn how to get fit from someone that is already fit and has already done it. Okay, that's the first criteria. Second criteria is social proof, to make sure that, okay, this guy is actually a good teacher and actually knows how to teach others to do it as well. So I'd look for that social proof to see if he has any testimonials, if he has any reviews basically from his clients that were able to get similar results. And then last criteria, ask myself if I resonate with that person, okay? And if the answer to that is yes, then I would join his mentoring, for example, and I would give it time. You know, I would give it a couple months to learn his strategy, backtest it to see if I can understand it, and then if I can understand it, demo test it, and only after being profitable on a demo, only then consider taking a prop firm account or a live account, personal account. That's how I would do it, one step at a time, if I would have to start trading all over again. Whereas when I started, I did it so differently. It was so bad. Like, I started straight on a live account. I was buying multiple courses at once, mixing the informations, and you guys can guess how that went. Within the first 2 months, I blew all of my savings. At that time, it wasn't too much money. It was 3,000 euros. But for me at that time, it was a lot of money. And I blew it all just like that. You know, so if anything, the biggest mistake I did was not being patient and rushing things. instead of taking them one step at a time. You know, that was the biggest mistake I did. On your video, you were using 5 minute, 1 minute for the strategy on London session because of the volatility or any other reason. So the 5 minute, 1 minute combination also works, but you need to understand that that is more high level, and it will also give you more fake signals, and it's also a lot faster. So it's definitely harder. The reason I chose that combination for the video, for that challenge, for that trading in the car challenge, is because like that I knew there will be more setups and ultimately it will be more value for you guys. That's why I chose that combination for that video. Okay, how do you stay patient while waiting for the perfect trade setup? Because I know my numbers. I know my numbers. I know how profitable I am, based on the statistics, based on the backtesting. And I know that my job is let the statistic do its thing. That's why I'm not forcing trades. That's why I'm not taking unnecessary losses or taking trades that aren't A+, trades that aren't there, because I know that it's all a statistic, it's all part of the game, and I just need to let it play out. I just need to trade accordingly to my plan in order to let the statistic play out for me to be profitable. Because I know that it is a very profitable system, and to do it, to basically secure those profits, all I gotta do is let this statistic do its thing. That's how I view it, and that's how I never rush into trades, if that makes sense. US 30 NASDAQ is looking a bit more interesting now, but it's iffy. It's looking iffy. I'm not a big fan of how this setup looks like right now. US 30 nothing going on right now. GJ nothing. Gold nothing. USDCHF nothing. It's in between the liquidity levels. Oh, GBPUSD took out the high finally. It took out the high and it looks like a beautiful sweep so far. 4 hour, no confluence. What about the daily? The daily has no confluence either. So yeah, this looks like a beautiful H1 sweep so far. Let's see. Let's place a call out here. So beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, H1 sweep. A plus potential depending on market structure shift. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. Now we'll keep an eye on GBPUSD as well. We added it to the green list. Now we just gotta wait. Okay, 30 minutes left until this session ends. Yeah, I'll just stay with NAS for now to see, but I will not enter this. It looks iffy to me. Even if it gives a VVG here, this looks iffy to me. And like I said, if I start second guessing, that's the clear sign that the setup isn't there. Like the A+ setup isn't there, because you see the A+ setup. It's very visible. When you see it, you know it. PN Dims, man, please stop spamming because I will have to remove you, okay? And I just went over USDCHF. USDCHF is in between these two liquidity levels on the hourly, so there's nothing for me to discuss about on it, okay? But please stop spamming, because if you continue spamming, I will be forced to remove you from the chat, okay? Where was I? How do you start? Wow, man, starting trading alone is hard. Yeah, trust me, man, it definitely is. It definitely is, because like I've mentioned I think I've mentioned it in the previous sessions, I had people that joined my community, my mentoring, and they had zero experience, and because they've listened to everything I had to say, and they basically did everything from A to Z as they learned it, in less than 3 months they were able to make their first profits. And they were beginners with no knowledge, okay? So that showed me like how important guidance actually is, how important it can be to start from the get-go with the right guidance. And bear in mind, it took me 1 year and a bit to become profitable, and I blew all of my savings beforehand. But the reason it took me only 1 year and a bit, and it didn't take me 2 years or 3 years, is because I spent so much time backtesting and doing all these things that most people don't have the time for, you know? Because bear in mind, I just finished high school, and I had a lot of free time. And I remember there were days where I was spending like 10 hours a day trying to backtest, backtesting different conferences, different strategies, and staying up late until like 3 to 4 a.m. So that's like the reason I became profitable relatively fast, even though I was on my own, because I spent all that time backtesting. But it is a lot easier. It is a lot easier if you start with the right guidance, like so much easier. Do you think psychological discipline is more important than strategy in trading? They're equally important, because if your mental game is on point but your strategy isn't, you won't be profitable. Same way as, let's say, your strategy is on point but your mental game isn't, you won't be profitable. You need both as much. Do you use indicators with your strategy? If so, which and why? For this strategy, I don't use any indicators. However, for the swing strategy that I teach in my mentoring program exclusively, for that one I use the fib level. Okay, and that's probably the most loved strategy by the people that join my mentoring, because it's the strategy that only requires 20 minutes a day, more or less. Because most of the people that join my mentoring are also people that have jobs, that have families, and therefore don't have 2 or 3 hours a day to spend in front of the charts. And that's why they prefer that strategy over this one, because it's very easy to use, it's more mechanical than this one, and it's also not time consuming at all. Like 20 minutes a day is a short period of time per day, it's a short amount of time. So for that strategy, I do use the fib level as a tool. How do you handle a losing streak and avoid letting it affect your next trades? Like I said, I know my numbers, I know my statistic. I don't care about a losing streak. I literally am not affected at all when I, let's say, lose 2 or 3 times in a row, or even 4 times, let's say, because I know that it's part of the statistic. It's part of the probability game, and I just continue trading. Because, like I said, flip coin example, coin flip example. You flip a coin, every now and then, it will land on heads or on tails for 3 or 4 times in a row. Same way with trading. Every now and then, even though you have a profitable system, you will get into a losing streak. It is part of the game, and it is your job to understand it. Okay? How about we make the stream a bit fun, and we ask you a couple more questions while we're waiting? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? If trading didn't exist, what do you think you'd be doing instead? That's a good question. I would probably be a tennis coach. And that's something that I will definitely do in the future anyways, because I love tennis. I love tennis. I played tennis at a professional level. And if it wasn't trading, I would definitely be a tennis coach right now, or I would still try to make it in the professional rankings as a pro tennis player. That's what I would be. That's what I would be doing instead. That was a cool question. I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty cool question. What advice would you give to someone who struggles with sticking to a trading plan? You need to build discipline. You need to build discipline by implementing daily habits that will help you get there. Because what you need to understand is that watching a video or reading a book or hearing a tip from someone won't make you respect your trading plan just like that. But implementing daily habits that will help you build good discipline, that's the thing. Those are the things that will help you eventually stick to your trading plan more and more until you have no struggles doing it. You have no struggles sticking to your trading plan. Okay, so that's what I would recommend you to do. If you could go back in time and give your beginner self one piece of trading advice, what would it be? Be patient. Be patient and take it one step at a time. You know, that's what I would tell myself, because like I said, when I started, I was super impatient and I was rushing everything. You know, so that's exactly what I would tell my younger self to do if I would have to start all over again. Not if I had to start all over, if I could go back in time. Sorry. That's what I wanted to mention. Let me blow my nose real quick. Sorry, guys. Don't hate me. Okay, let's check the pairs real quick. So EURUSD, nothing. NASDAQ, yeah, theoretically we could have had an entry here, but like I said, this is not a plus for me. I'm not bother entering it. US 30 gave a shift here, but no gap, and see how this would have been a loss. Okay, if we would have entered without a gap here, this would have been a stop loss. Once again, see how easy it is to take a loss in these markets. Okay, GBPUSD took out the high, but right now nothing going on. GJ, nothing. Gold, nothing. USDCHF, nothing. Okay, so we just have to wait. We just have to wait now. On what pair should I wait? NASDAQ, US 30. Let's just wait on GBPUSD. Yeah, let's just stay on GBPUSD. If you had to trade one pair for the rest of your life, which one would you choose and why? Probably either GBPUSD or NAS 100, because these two are the most profitable ones, or gold, sorry. One of these three for sure. GBPUSD, NASDAQ, or gold. One of these three pairs I would choose if I would have to pick one for the rest of my life. And why? It's very simple. Those three are the most profitable pairs that I traded. What is your trading hours window? 2:30 p.m. UK time till 5 p.m. UK time. Okay, in 20 minutes, we will end today's trading session. So, yep. And like I said, you guys that messaged me regarding the mentoring, as soon as the session is over, I will get I will get back to you. Okay. Waiting for a charge from the 4-hour VVG on gold. Huh? Four-hour VVG. There's no 4-hour VVG. Oh, you mean this one? But yeah, it was a setup already here, but we didn't take it because it wasn't A+. Hope it makes sense. Okay, let's stick with GU because it looks like it could give us something interesting. Let's see. Sorry, man, didn't mean to send spam messages. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. Don't worry. If we enter before 5:30 UK time, do you let your trade run or close? If I enter before, I let it run until it plays out. How do you maintain your focus and discipline during long trading sessions? Well, I just keep it simple, really. Like I said, let's say tomorrow tomorrow is the CPI. Tomorrow we will not trade at all. Let's say Thursday, you know, a day where I won't stream my trading session. I just start a session. I just scan the market, see if there's anything interesting. If there is, I place some alerts, you know, to get alerted if price gets at that specific level or is doing a market structure shift. And in the meantime, I just do other tasks, you know. I just get back to the people in my community that have messaged me, you know, regarding numerous things. You know, maybe it's the strategy, maybe it's the setup that they want to take, and they want to have a feedback from me. And yeah, I just go on with my day, you know. I just go on with my day, and whenever I see something, I take it. If I don't, I'm not. And I'm just keeping things simple, really. You know, trading doesn't have to be complicated. We tend to overcomplicate it, you know, but trading is really simple. Trading needs to be really simple. Trading needs to be very boring, you know, and straight to the point. Like there's not much to it. There's not much to it. You don't need to trade 1,000 lines on the chart. You don't need to have 1,000 indicators, you know. It's really easy if you don't overcomplicate it. You're not going to trade tomorrow, and why? Yep, I'm not going to trade tomorrow, and the reason for that is this. We have the CPI on the US dollar, okay, and every single day, oh, and also a Powell speech as well. So tomorrow is going to be a very risky day, guys. Make sure you stay on the sidelines tomorrow. Every single month when the CPI drops, okay, on the US dollar, I avoid trading the whole day. Why? Very simple. The markets will spike very aggressively, either to the up or downside, and that is unpredictable, and you do not want to get caught into that. Okay, you do not want to get caught placing a trade when that happens, because trust me, it's gonna be a nightmare. Okay, that's why I call these days high risk days, and it is best to just avoid trading them overall. But then Thursday and Friday I will trade. Thursday and Friday will be 2 trading days that I'll trade, and I'll apply the same mindset, you know, only A+ setups. If I see something clear, I take it. If not, I'm just going with my day, you know. Well, that's something new I just learned. Yeah, I guess it is. I avoid the CPI and NFP as well. NFP and also FOMC. Okay, these 3 I avoid every single month. And of course, when there's bank holidays, because when there's bank holidays, the volatility is low, the spreads are wider, and there's no point to trade in such conditions, you know. CPI equals no trade. Exactly. Very well said. Very well said. Yeah, it seems that there'll be no setups today from what I see, which is fine. Okay, we still have Thursday, Friday left. days where we could definitely find a good setup. But as you guys can see, trading doesn't have to always mean being in trades. You know, I always say you don't necessarily have to enter a trade every single day. Why? Because of this. And then there's days where you could have 2 trades in one day, you know, because we are here, like I said, not to move the markets and have expectations from the markets, but to react to what the market has to offer. That's our job as traders. The sooner you understand this, the better. Okay? That's why the best traders in this world that trade a huge capital only take few setups every single month. There's even traders that take 1 setup a month, or 2 setups a month, or 1 setup in 2 months. I'm not saying that I'm doing that, you know. For me, on average, I take around 10 to 15 setups a month, which is a good number. You know, that's almost like 1 setup per trading day. Sometimes, of course, more, or sometimes less. But yeah, back to what I was saying, trading is not about taking a trade every single day, no matter what. Because like I said, you are here to react to the market, not to have expectations from the market and try to move the market, you know? CPI, FOMC, and NFP. Okay, NFP drops the first Friday of every single month. And also bank holidays for the US dollar. Will you regard that 5-minute chart on gold valid? This one, you mean? Yeah, this is a valid chart, but I wouldn't take it because it's a weak shift. Okay, I would love to see a full body closure in order for me to consider this a valid A plus chart. But yeah, even if it would have been, I wouldn't have taken it because price is in between these 2 liquidity levels, you know. So yeah. Noted. Great. Great. Yep, so we are approaching the end of this session. And of course, like I said earlier, if you guys like this type of trading, and if of course you like me as a person, because that's also very important, and most importantly, you're also serious about trading, then you could definitely consider applying for the mentoring. Okay, there are still slots available for this month of February, and it's the first link down below. Okay, where you will be able to apply for the mentoring program. Okay, so NASDAQ is now giving a market structure shift. Let's see. Theoretically, we are still rejecting from this 4-hour VVG. Price didn't close above it, which is good. Let's see. Let's see. Gold nothing, GJ nothing, GBPUSD nothing, US30. The US30 is looking better than NAS in terms of price action, but NASDAQ is the one that is giving us the market structure shift now. So let's see. Theoretically, we have this fair value gap here. We have another fair value gap right here. But yeah, this, see, we have 7 minutes left until the trading session ends. And this right here is a minus, you know. This right here is a minus, and that's why I'm not a big fan of entering this setup. Because of that, you know. Purely because of that. Even though it looks good, it looks decent, But let's see how this 5-minute candle will close. The entry will look something like this. Stop loss will be above the high. Pretty big stop. But thankfully the range is also a pretty big one. TP will be here. Yeah, this could be a setup, guys. Okay, this could be a setup. Let's see your USD. US 30. Yeah, NASDAQ is giving us a setup as we speak. And she would be right here. Not the best fair value gap, but it's fair value gap nonetheless. And TP will be here. Okay. Looks like this candlestick is closing bearish, which is really good. So yeah, prepare your lot size. Prepare your lot size because this is a valid setup. Save image. Send it in the group as well for the people. Come on. Okay. Now let me calculate this. Okay. Yeah, but let's see, because it might not trigger in time. Looking at this candle here, it might not trigger in time because as we can see, price is moving lower without us. US 30, no. Your USD is looking ugly and it didn't even give a market structure shift. What about GU? Yeah, nothing on GU either. GJ, nothing. Gold, nothing. I think we can delete the drawings on these pairs and call it a day for them. Gold, GJ, and let's just focus on these four for now. Last 3 minutes of the session. Let's see. CPI, NFP, FOMC, noted. Perfect. Then I have a question. In which past months we can backtest the strategy, like 6 months, 1 year, or what? Whatever period you want. You can backtest it for a full year if you want to gather as much data as possible. Okay. Yeah, the price action is pretty ugly. Not gonna lie. And yeah, US 30. NASDAQ, sorry, not US 30. NASDAQ seems to be running without us. And we're running out of time. So this setup will become invalid, I think. Because it doesn't look like it wants to retrace now and tap us in. Which is fine. Like I said, we're not here to chase it. If it was a valid setup, we decided to take it. But now that it doesn't tap us in the remaining time, it's all good. It's all good. If NQ makes another VPG, do we take the new VPG? Right now, I will stay to the lower one. I will stay to the lower one. To the middle one, because like this we will have 3 fair value gaps, and when there's 3, I still stick to the middle one, if that makes sense. So yeah, it looks like we'll have no setups today. Let's see, there's 1 minute left. But yeah, price doesn't look like it wants to retrace, which is good. At the end of the day, what I always say is we gotta ask ourselves if we were able to stick to our plan to the T. If the answer to that is yes, no matter the outcome, it was a good trading day. You know? So yeah, it was a good day, this one. It was a good day. We were also able to discuss a lot of things, also important ones, which was great. So yeah, definitely a cool session. But yeah, no, this setup becomes embedded. Let me inform the community as well. Became invalid. Because the trading session just ended. Okay, this is our trading window, and now we can see that it's 7 p.m., which is 5 p.m. UK time, which is basically the time where I stop trading for the day, where I stop looking for setups. Okay, so yeah, because of that, I'm just gonna delete all of the drawings. So right here on GU, we can see that price action was really choppy anyways. So yeah, we didn't get involved. EURUSD, yes, it gave a shift here now, but no gap. So either way, no setup. US 30, no gap here, no setup. Okay. And lastly, NASDAQ gave us a setup, but it didn't trigger it in the time we wanted it to trigger, because the trading session is over. And this one basically did its move without us, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's delete it to have a clear chart for Thursday, not tomorrow, because tomorrow we will not trade. And yeah, that was pretty much it for today's trading session. Let's see if there's any other messages. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did, as per usual. Make sure tomorrow to play it safe and stay on the sidelines, okay? And yeah, like I said, if you would like to join our team, to be part of the community, to basically be able to trade with me, trade like me, definitely consider applying for the mentoring, okay? It's the first link down below. So let's see any other messages. Thank you for the fruitful session. Appreciate it, brother. Love from Singapore. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. I'm really glad you enjoyed it, and I'm sending love as well. Why don't you trade tomorrow? As mentioned, tomorrow the CPI drops for the USD, and every single month when the CPI drops, I avoid trading that specific day fully. Hence why I would highly recommend you guys to do the same tomorrow, okay? If you want to place a trade, place it on a demo, because the markets will most likely spike very aggressively, and trust me, you do not want to get caught into that, all right? And yeah, on that note, once again, thank you for making time to join it. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And till the next one, next week, wishing you all a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, and take care. Thank you. Greetings from Bulgaria. You're welcome, man. And greetings from me as well. Sending love. And we're actually neighbors, because I live in Romania, so we're pretty close by. And I actually was in Bulgaria several times, so that's pretty funny. So yeah, once again, guys, wishing you all the best, and take care.